Time for another update video, guys. Let's change the scenery though. It's definitely autumn coming, guys. Come here, let's show you why it really is autumn coming. Got acorns on the floor, and look at this. Absolutely loaded with mushrooms. However, we're not here for that today. We're just going to go on a small autumnal walk. This is an update video, ready for Q4. So, the last couple of weeks have been, let's just say, rather quiet when it comes to sales. I've been rather quiet, so I do apologise for that. I've just not really been in a sort of a video and sort of mood. I've not been able to go on my usual walks. No one's really been super available, and to be honest, it's just been a little bit hard. I've really been sort of struggling with the changing of the seasons. I do get a little bit of seasonal depression. But that shouldn't really stop me from being able to make really good content, or hopefully good content for you guys, and getting out there, because usually a walk does help a lot. But I'm just here making my way up my usual sort of walk. I've gone on the other side of the valley, actually, going up to the True Inn, and I thought I'd just do the update here because it's quite a nice little walk. It is a bit dark, it is nice and sunny on the other side. It's currently about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, nice to drawing in, and hopefully the sales will pick up though. But we'll go over what we're going to be doing in Q4, and hopefully what you'll expect to see. I do love an autumnal walk, but let's go over sort of the basics of what is going to be changing to the channel as we go into Q4, the winter sort of season. Obviously car boots are either very sparse or just non-existent, but like I said, I missed one today. I just didn't feel like getting up, to be honest. I was just having one of those mornings. But when we go into Q4, it's going to be changing in terms of the videos itself. So I'm going to still be doing walking videos. I might pop one up every so often, but the difference is it won't be every week. I'm going to try and stockpile some videos, so when the times get really hard and when it's super dark and I can't get any footage for you going out and about, then I'll upload some previous footage I've already made. So instead of that, we're going to be changing up the order of how we do things on the channel itself. So we're going to change from having the sales on a Thursday to a Saturday, which means I'm going to be changing up the days of, you know, the stop and start. So it'll be Saturday to Friday for the sales, well, if there are going to be any, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have some tasty ones coming up. But after that, then I've been kind of getting into the groove when it comes to a little mini series of will it make profit on the shorts. So we're doing a couple of shorts, maybe not every week. We see how I do when I get out, if I can go into some of the charity shops, if there's any items available that actually be worth anything. And to be honest, if I got time, it's going to get a little bit busier as time progresses, but I'm imagining now next summer it's going to be fantastic. Fion's going to be a little bit older, she'll be in the 2 sort of mark then, 2.5. So I'm hoping we'll get at least a couple of trips away. I'm eyeing up a trip to North Wales. I want to see maybe sort of the pricing and that of it, but there's some really nice places in North Wales I want to go see. But other than that, we're going to be having more of the casual sort of conversational videos. So I'm in an hour about quite a lot of videos, such as the benefits of eBay compared to Vinted, you know, which one's better in that regard. Basically what life is like as a part-time YouTuber, reseller, as well as being able to micromanage every bit of my life in terms of my normal 9 to 5, being able to be a father as well as a provider in most retrospects. But it's just going to be a lot of work, so I'm going to try and do some more casual videos, try to be a little bit more I don't know, personal, I guess. Stuff that would be sort of resonating with you guys, maybe. I'd love to be able to start a bit more of a community, get more involved with you guys at the same time. Hopefully getting some more comments back and being able to have just bits of conversations, really. But yeah, we'll see what takes place over the next sort of like 2-3 weeks, and we'll sort of use that as the base. So when it comes to the short series, it's been fairly consistent. Like, well, I say fairly consistent, I've only done 2, well, technically 3 with the staycation video, but they're usually hitting over 1,000 views a short, which is substantially lower than a hell of a lot of people. However, it's mainly just to see if I can gauge if there's any sort of want for the videos itself, if anybody's interested in taking a guess, if they're not into their reselling, see what they think something's worth, and making it just a bit of a game, to be honest. Because I think that sometimes the sales videos can be fairly monotonous. I'm not going to say crazy monotonous, because people do like to see when things make profit. The items you can actually find out in a car boot or in a charity shop, and well, money can be made if you just take a little bit of extra time to find the items and really just sell them on eBay and Vinted, and all the extras come along with it. Being able to make sort of a passive income, but it's not really passive because you actually have to make an effort. But just seeing really if it's worth it, and for the most part it's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. But if you enjoy it, then that makes up the difference of making that extra few hours a week to make £50–100 profit a week, maybe, if you're lucky. But like I said, I enjoy it anyway. Do you know what though? I would genuinely love to do a trip once a quarter away, like we went down to Tenby. How do you guys, well, what do you guys think of that little short mini sort of series? Like, for me, it meant a lot. You guys watching it, some new subscribers to the channel, thank you very much for both of those, by the way. And just being able to get away with the girls, just really just to enjoy a little bit of time together, a little bit of family time, being able to record it for future sort of viewing, and to share a little bit of our lives really with you guys as well. You know, it's nice to be able to do this as fun. You know, a lot of people don't have the chance. Sorry for the light. I keep forgetting that the sun's right behind me. But yeah, being able to have the chance to be able to go out there and explore a little bit. I know a lot of people can't, so I'm very grateful and very fortunate in that regard. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to do a couple of extra trips away. I might have a little sort of planning session with Amy, and when it comes to North Wales, I might see if Aaron would want to join us as well. He's living in Liverpool at the moment, so it would be not that far for him to go, and he's been to Landilo and all that before, so we'll have a little look, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good videos. But yeah, this is clearly helping me sort of relax, and sort of quite a lot of the anxiety which I've been having over the past couple of weeks about how the channel's actually going, how the sales been going, things I shouldn't really be stressing out about too much because it's meant to be for fun, but it's hard not to get stuck into the analytics of everything. But yeah, we'll keep having a little walk. We'll have a sit down around here, sort of chill out and go from there. Just making my way up this path, and I haven't walked up this one for a long time. I completely forgot that these two little sort of brooks join up together. I was wondering why it was quite more fast-paced going down there, but yeah, mainly I'm probably going to be pushing my targets, my objectives of the channel and the sales, to push myself a little bit more. I feel like we as a community itself could grow exponentially over time. Ideally, I've got a new target in mind for next year, and that would be that elusive 500 subscribers by the end of next year. It's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be hard work. I probably won't make it, but it's better to be optimistic than pessimistic. So I think we should put out some really good content, get those sales figures up as well, try and vary up the channel a little bit, and yeah, get up our watch hours as well. I do get quite a few people clicking on the video, not enough for staying, so it's probably me. It most definitely is me, but yeah, basically just try and get a substantial amount of traction when it comes to the channel. So my target originally was 100 by the end of this year. I'm probably going to say 150 or anything around that sort of area. To be honest, anything above 100 is a bonus, really. I shouldn't really be pushing that too much. But when it comes to the sales figures, I've been actually quite low with it. So I mark off on a 50-week year. Always have that 2 weeks off like you would normally do in work as well. Sorry, the light's been mental. But yeah, like I said, I work off on a 50-week year. Don't get me wrong, probably about 10 of those weeks are probably going to be duds, at least. So I base it off what my costs are going to be, like general costs, accountant, you know, you got your eBay store fees, you've got general sort of usage, wear and tears and whatnot. So I gauge that at about, call it £1,000. So the minimum we can do a week is £25 just to hit our costs, basically. But I've gone for like just a little bit more, so my range is around about the £50 a week mark. So that equates to £2,500 profit a year, which is quite substantial in my eyes, especially for picking up stuff from a charity shop, a car boot, and reselling it. It's mental what you can pick up, absolutely crazy. And it's crazy what people throw away. Like some of the stuff you get for free and some of the stuff you can pick up these days is, oh, it's nuts. It's just people just don't have the time to do what I do, really. And it does take time. It's obviously you've got to have storage, you've got to have the patience for someone to buy it, you've also got to have sort of a rough idea of some knowledge of the item itself. Like I've picked up a few items, not a clue what they are, but not really. Well, what they're worth, I know what they are. They're quite simple, really, but no idea what they're worth. I can't find anything about them online. But yeah, pushing the boundaries, I think pushing our targets a little bit higher, just creep them up just a tiny bit, not to pile on the anxiety and pressure too much. When there's enough is enough, I'll drop it back down. We'll calm down a little bit then. And we made it back down into one of my most favourite spots, the Druin. As you've seen in quite a few videos in the past, and I've mentioned several times in other videos, I had a fantastic childhood when it comes to what we have in this area. Like, I can't express how much I love living in Wales and the area where I grew up in. You know, a lot of people tend to want to run away from their childhood, well, where they lived, you know what I mean? I did to begin with, and then something just kept drawing me back to the South Wales Valleys, and what's there not to like, to be honest? And how cool is this? It's a bit too cold for a little dip, but I did go on a little bit too far of a walk. I've been about an extra 45 minutes longer than I should have been. It's getting close to Fion's or bedtime, and there's a lot of bath. You know, there's fruit, there's everything that's got to be done before that. But to recap on the video and to summarise everything for Q4, the plans are to relax the walking videos as such, sort of stockpile some footage for you guys just to release more frequently, going then into sort of the new year. I'm going to try and go to some really nice points of interest, maybe even go to some castles and historical places, but it all depends on time and weather. When the fog sort of sets in, I can no longer go on the mountains because you just won't be able to see anything. We had that problem when I did the walk with Adam to Tumbalam. I had to go up on a separate day. But yeah, so side sort of stepping off the walking videos for a little bit. Sales videos will probably ramp up a little bit, hopefully with more sales. Going to be doing more shorts, maybe once a week, once a fortnight, depending on stock they get in. Prospects for the future then, like I said, we're going to try and increase the channel, hopefully hit that 100 by the end of the year, maybe try and push to 120, you never know. And then next year then trying to make it up to the monetization sort of level, which is the 500 subscribers. I don't expect to be monetized because there's a big target for me to hit, but also you need to hit a certain amount of watch hours, 4,000 to be precise, and or was it 3,000? Either one is still quite a lot. Maybe in a couple of years time, when we build the community up, we might have a chance. And all that money then will go into funneling and doing more videos for you guys, going elsewhere, going to new places. Like I said, I want to get some videos out abroad. Hopefully I might see if we can sway an abroad video in next year, probably towards the September time when everything's cooling down a little bit, everything's just a little bit cheaper, and take Fiona on her first abroad trip. That's another thing they need to pencil in. I can't write anything in stone because anything can happen in that time. Like, if we could predict the future, we'd all be wealthy, we'd all have, you know, everything that we wanted. But it's the beauty of life, sometimes everything's unpredictable. Sometimes something's thrown in your face and it sucks. Other times something awesome happens. But I'm going to end the video here. I've gone over predominantly what is going to be coming up in the last quarter of 2025. But as always guys, thank you very so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.